Everywhere you turn today, you see cars on the road that were built to be used off of those roads. Carting kids around to soccer practice in an SUV has taken the place of the station wagon and minivan. The evolution of the trusty Jeep has given us cars that won't get hurt while driving in the dirt. We love the idea of a thrilling off-road adventure, jarring our backs and kidneys in a tricked-out 4x4 truck.
When we say off-road, we mean just that. You're away from any pavement, away even from dirt roads or even trails in some cases, moving overland through rough terrain.
But the reality is, most of us would rather drive our Safari SUV to the mall. So, where did our love affair with these off-road vehicles begin? I met up with the Henry Ford's Curator of Transportation, Matt Anderson, to find out. Well, this is a cute car.
It is. It's Myers-Manx dune buggy.
What is a dune buggy?
This is a vehicle designed to operate on sand, so have fun on the beach or maybe in sand dunes. It's really lightweight, but it's also really flexible for off-road use.
So what's the origin of the off-road vehicle?
Serious work with off-road vehicles really starts in the 19-teens, especially during World War I, when you have to be able to get vehicles through difficult battle conditions, the mud and so forth.
So the origin of the off-road vehicle is in the military. When does it make the jump to consumers?
We really see the jump to consumers following World War II, and that's because of another military vehicle, the famous Jeep. And again, they were designed to operate in the harshest possible conditions. But after the war, they produced civilian versions, though interestingly, they weren't initially used for recreation. They were marketed to farmers, ranchers, people who needed to move through difficult terrain as a part of their work.
What defined a Jeep?
Jeeps are defined like a lot of off-road vehicles by having large tires with open tread, by having very flexible suspensions, and off-road vehicles often, though not always, have four-wheel drive, which the Jeep certainly did. It's really in the 1960s when off-road sport utility vehicles become popular, but I think we hit a real turning spot in the early 1980s with the Jeep Cherokee, which is now designed to be comfortable, sort of designed for daily comfortable driving use and also off-road vehicle use.
Because the original off-road vehicles were not climate controlled with drink holders and, automatic windows.
No, there wasn't a lot of thought put into creature comforts.
When does the dune buggy take off?
Through the late 60s, especially by about 1970, it is an absolute fad. People are buying them everywhere. It's really just a fiberglass body on a Volkswagen chassis, so copycats came on the scene very quickly, and very easy to market their own versions of this vehicle.
It had to be light, though, because sand, it's hard to move through sand. It's hard to walk through sand a lot of the time.
Sand is difficult, and we should point out this vehicle is not four-wheel drive, it's just rear-wheel drive, but the short wheelbase and the lightweight allow it to really float over that sand pretty effectively.
Is it that we want to feel like adventurers, like we're courting danger?
I think everyone kind of fancies themselves as some kind of an adventurer or an explorer, and the off-road vehicle adds to that image.
You're on safari, even though you're actually in a suburb.
A suburban safari, that's right.
Which is actually a good name for a car, I call it.